Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today is something super special. We're going to talk about cybersecurity and what employers are looking for in 2025 for entry-level professionals to break into the market. Now, cybersecurity has never been more than critical, right? In 2025, global cyber threats will cost businesses over $20 billion. Not an M, but a B, billion. And organizations, they're right now struggling to find skilled professionals with key specific skills related to vendors that they can obviously hire, train, and keep in their company for long term, right? Breaking into cybersecurity, it's not just having a passion for tech, and honestly, that's a big deal, but guys, let's be real. You gotta master the right skills that employers are looking for, right? And today, in this video, we're gonna dive into the top 5 skills employers are looking for from entry-level cybersecurity professionals to land a role in the industry, right? Why they're essential, what you can do to obtain them, and how you can get started in your cybersecurity journey. On a Plus World, I'm gonna share real-world examples and salary insights to make sure this is a must-watch for aspiring cybersecurity pros. Let's dive in. The first segment is very simple, right? I wanna walk you into why this is such an important factor for 2025. To understand why these skills matter, look at the bigger picture, right? In 2023, there was over 493 reported ransomware attacks worldwide. Clearly, that's a problem, right? And businesses obviously transitioning to cloud-first strategy. That means cloud-based remote work, IoT strategies. The attack surface of how you can infiltrate a company grows a lot more. By 2025, cybersecurity job openings are expected to pass 3.5 million, but this is a global number all across the world. Entry-level roles will be really high in areas like SOC, so Security Operational Centers, and they're going to account for a significant portion of that 3.5 million demand. Now, even with all this demand, that's a big number, you're going to notice that employers will be getting more selective. And not because the talent pool is small, it's because they want to make sure when the stakes get this high, they have professionals that can hit the ground running. So if you come there assuming you just took a course in the certification and you'll learn everything on the way, that's not the case. They prefer you to just at least have like a good solid foundational understanding and be an asset to them, right? And now let's dive in to the top 5 skills that, based on research, requests, and interviews that we did, employers are prioritizing for entry-level roles and how they align with the evolving landscape. So no specific order, coming in at number 1, Python or proficiency in programming, specifically Python. Now, people don't like me when I say this because they're for some reason scared of programming, where you're actually not developing applications from scratch. You're not going to be some super wizard coding. You just need to have a foundational level understanding of what is programming, and it's a foundation in cybersecurity, right? Like tools like Python are invaluable for automating repetitive security tasks, analyzing malware, developing pen testing tools, right? For example, if you're investigating a phishing attack, a lot of the times you can create Python scripts, process log data from thousands of endpoints to identify the malicious source in minutes. Now, you may not have to be an expert in Python, but it will help you be an asset to some of the tools or existing pieces of software that might be already running this process. If you just understand how to know them, aka like tool like Splunk, and maybe how to use some custom rules on them, that's also a great plus. Don't need to be an expert developer, but having just a decent understanding of Python helps, right? Just the same way I'll put an example. 14% to 40% of entry-level cybersecurity job postings in 2025 will list Python as a preferred skill. So if you're just starting on, focus on Python. It's versatile, it's widely used, very beginner friendly, and you can pair with basic scripting knowledge like Bash or PowerShell, and you'll stand out from the competition. If you are very confused about how to test yourself on this, like I said, our platform, trynexa.com, please feel free to check it out. Now, coming in at number 2, my favorite one, cloud security, right? Google, AWS, Amazon, the big 3. Cloud adoption exploded, and it's going to continue to explode. By 2025, I guess pretty much 94% of businesses are expected to use cloud services, and that's 100% a fact. Like, you see it happening literally in real time right now. And many breaches will stem from misconfigured cloud environments. And that's where your cloud security expertise comes in. You no longer can just be good at, firewalls and, antiviruses on an on-premise place. You've got to know your cloud. And if you're proficient in tools like AWS Security Hub, Azure Sentinel, or Google Cloud Armor, right, it makes you one an asset stand out. And it's not just about using these tools, but you want to understand concepts like shared responsibility models, right, identity access management, securing hybrid infrastructures, putting it all together, and you can pick one of them. You don't have to be an expert in all three to stand out. And I'll give you an example. You guys probably heard of Capital One. There was a breach in 2019 which exposed 106 million customer records due to a misconfigured simple AWS bucket. That could have been avoided with proper cloud security protocols, right? And to take your step a little bit further, think about getting a certification in this space, right? AWS certified security, Google Cloud Security, Azure has a few security certs, right? This is how you're going to show yourself that you're ready to tackle the real world, right? Number 3, controversial topic. Many people won't agree with this, but AI and machine learning in cybersecurity. You're probably like, what the hell, is AI going to take over my job in cybersecurity? Do I have to learn how to machine learn? Do I have to learn how to code like super intense neural networks? None of the above. And here's what I'm trying to say. Artificial intelligence is going to be transferring cybersecurity. It is right now from 2023 and 2024. Tools like Darktrace, CrowdStrike, Splunk, they use AI to detect and neutralize threats before they escalate. Now, employers are looking for candidates who can work with these tools. You don't have to build the AI models from scratch, but if you know how to use these tools that incorporate AI, and you're very familiar with how AI can help save you time, save the business time, save the employer's time, better yet, optimize them, you are an asset, right? For example, AI can easily identify unusual network activity, right? Weird login attempts, foreign IP addresses, flag it, mark it. You might not be available at 3 a.m. It can do that. But if you know how to set up a rule like that, dude, you are really helpful, right? Understanding how the AI-driven systems work can take you to the next level because that's where the world's heading. So either you with it or you get left behind, right? Now, the word, and here's another real reason why it's super important. You seeing that it's being adapted in employers is only going to happen 100 times more faster because cyber criminals also like to use things like this. So it makes it 10 times more important for you to understand it, or like I said, either you with it or you get left. Number 4, very popular one, very common. I think it's super strong. Incident response and threat management, right? You heard of this before. It's a core foundation of cybersecurity. It's never going to go away. Incident response is the front line of cybersecurity, right? If you can detect, analyze, and mitigate threats in real time, understand tools like I mentioned, Splunk, Wireshark, Carbon Black, these are great incident response tools, right? You become a SOC pro, Security Operations Center pro, right? And the best way I can put it is for example, ransomware attack, is essentially files being encrypted across a network. Now, an incident with the right skills can isolate the affected system, stop the spread, begin the recovery process, all that within minutes. You understanding that and that protocol and how to remediate things, or better yet, how to prevent them happening again. Asset, right? Take yourself a step further. Certifications like GCIH, right? Certified Incident Handler from GIAC, super dope. CompTIA Security Plus, CompTIA Security Systems Administrator Plus is really good too. So that's a really good one. One of my top ones, CYSA Plus. You necessarily don't need to do both. If you're going to do S Plus, I wouldn't say do CompTIA CYSA Plus, but I think CYSA Plus is a bit more incident response related, and it's a bit more juicier, if that's what you're trying to go for. Coming in at number 5, the most important one by hands down, what employers are going to want. Hands down, this is the most important one, guys. They're not in one order, but if I could pick one that's most important, communication and soft skills, right? Like, this is often so overlooked, which is communication, but cybersecurity isn't just about technical expertise. You're working with people, and better yet, you're communicating sometimes technical and complicated stuff to several different types of stakeholders, right? Now, imagine presenting your breach analysis to your company's board of directors. They don't want to hear, jargon about like protocol sniffers and, different packets and things like that. They want a clear, actionable explanation. So your ability to translate a complex problem to simple language could literally be what lands you a job. You could be a 10 out of 10 in technical, but if you're a 2 out of 10 in communication, to that person, it sounds like you are a 2 out of 10, aka you will not get the job. Next person, please, right? Soft skills like teamwork, adaptability, problem solving, these are equally important. In fact, 68% of cybersecurity job posting in 2025 are said to have communication as a key requirement. So guys, keep that in mind. It's very important. This is like a super critical thing that people overlook because they let their ego get the best of them when it comes to technical expertise, and that's not all that matters. Although important, it's not all that matters. You got to have everything to bridge the gap. Now, you might be wondering, well, why are these skills so important specifically, right? Well, one, they address the employer challenges that they face today, right? And better yet, what they'll face tomorrow in the future, from security in cloud environments, leveraging AI, responding to threats. These are all skills that can make or break companies' defenses and cost them not just millions, but billions of dollars annually, right? So by building expertise in these areas, you position yourself not only as like a job candidate, but as like an industry leader, right? As an authority leader, which makes you a great nice to have on anybody's team, aka you get that 6-figure salary that you're looking for, right? And once again, I want to close this off, but the demand for cybersecurity professionals is higher than ever, right? And like I said, to sum it off, employers want more than just passion. Although it's really useful, they want skills. And by truly understanding programming, cloud security, AI, incident response, and good communication, you truly set yourself apart from competitive field. Now, how could you start working and taking action on this today? Nexa can help you prepare for these roles, right? From building the resume, from doing mock interviews, from doing skills testing, skills preparation, from getting yourself in front of the right employers, right? Every step of the way, we can help you build the perfect base level version of persona that you want to have for a good cybersecurity professional. Now, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Please, if you find this useful, like, share, and comment on what else you want to see. Give us more in-depth insights. We love to do our research, and we'll shoot you out with another video. Let us know in the comments once again what you are looking for, and we'll see you in the next one.